Good morning, guys. Good morning. I hope you guys woke up in a good mood. And I don't even know why people wake up in a bad mood, to tell you the truth, because you're up. You could have stayed in bed and never woke up. But you're up. And some people claim I wake up in the wrong side of the bed. I'm not in the mood. What they don't realize is they should be grateful to see that day. 15 years ago, my mom would have been so happy to wake up today. On that day, she would have been so grateful. She didn't know she wasn't gonna wake up. August 4th, 2006. She didn't know. I spoke to her 3 days prior, and she told me, even though we know she had stage 4 cancer, we find out in 2004 after my dad died that she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and the doctor even said that she was only gonna live like 6 months the max. So she refuses chemo, all type of radiation and all of it, and she said, if I'm gonna die, then let me just die. I don't need to suffer prior to die. One thing I can say, during the year and a half that she survived, I had never seen her crying about her disease. She kept the faith in God. And that's what I'm grateful to be raised in, a family of faith. That's why I have such a strong faith. Because I've seen my parents going through so much, and yet they kept the faith. So I don't know your position. You might not be a Bible person. You might not be a Christian. You might not believe in God. If you listen to this, I just want to tell you that yes, there is a God. You might not believe it now. You might not want to believe it, but trust me, one day you'll know. So yes, 3 days prior, my mom died. She told me, Natasha, I'm gonna live 100 years. God favored me. I'm gonna live 100 years. That was on a Tuesday. And on Friday morning, I received a call from my sister. My mom didn't wake up. She didn't wake up. If we only knew, what would we do? We up, I'm up. You listening to me now, you up. Do we know if we're gonna last the whole day? Do we know if we're gonna see tomorrow? So what would you do if you knew today was your last day? What would you do? What would you say to the people that you love, or even to the one that you don't? What would be your last words? What would you do? So I want this to sink into your mind, and wake up every day. Live every day like it was your last day. I think that's what gave me that fearless drive in my life. Since I lost my parents, I realized that I'm not gonna live long. I always say I'm not gonna live that long. I mean, my mom was 66 when she died. My dad died at 72. I'm like, we don't live long in my family. Then after that, my uncle and my aunts, they die in their 70s. And I'm like, my family don't live long. So I need to live my life to the fullest. Some of you guys know when it's your birthday, I always send those words to you guys. Live life to the fullest. Yes, I'm not saying live like silly, reckless, but live it to the fullest. If you have a goal, a plan, something you want to do, something you want to say, something you want to achieve, do it. The beginning might be painful, it might be tough, but know that if nothing changes, nothing changes. If nothing changes, nothing changes. You might be in a job now you hate, but if nothing changes, nothing changes. If you don't change it, you're not going to change. The situation is not going to change. You're in a relationship, it's not working. It might not really deserve divorce. It might just need for you to change. Go to counseling, try some other way to work it out. But if nothing changes, nothing changes. If you're running a business and you've been doing something this way and it's not working, you have to try to do it differently. If you do it the same way, nothing changes, nothing changes. So whatever you want to do, whoever you want to be in life, just be it, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Like they always say, two things are guaranteed. You have to pay your taxes and you will die one day. So we will all die one day. It's like I tell all my friends and family, I'm like, hey, we're all running around, worry about COVID, taking pills, taking the vaccine, thinking that this gonna save us. Hey, if we only knew what could save us. So who knows, you might take the vaccine and you get on the expressway and you die. Same way, you know, you might even take the vaccine and still die from COVID. If that was your destiny, if that was your day to die, you will die. But before you die, ask yourself, or make sure you do whatever you wanted to do, no matter how painful it is. I can't stress it more. Because trust me, guys, if my mother had given up on life, because I'm pretty sure if she had run to the chemo expecting to live longer, she would have not made it a year and a half. She would have run, get a treatment, suffer in the treatment, and still die before a year and a half. That's one thing I'm sure about. But she kept her faith because she knew that no matter what, I'm gonna die one day. And this disease, if that's gonna kill me, let it be, but let me enjoy my life. Let me live the life with the pain that the disease is gonna bring me, and not the pain of a chemo trying to survive the disease another year and another year and another year. And suppose she had took the chemo and live another 6 months. You know the pain you would be going through just to survive another 6 months. It's almost like you were already dead. There's some pain worth taking. Like when I say go after what you want, do what you have to do, but you also have to be like, are you gonna make it to the end? Is this pain that you're going through, is it gonna take you, is it gonna end and take you to a better life? Like, you're suffering in your business now, but you know that you're gonna strive, and one day you're not gonna suffer anymore. You're broke now, but you know that you're gonna be broke for a couple of years, but in 10 more years you can be rich. But instead of knowing that, what if you're suffering now, but you don't do nothing, and you end up dying broke, you know? So it's like I said, not, you have to analyze things before you do things, but at the same time, certain things you don't even need to analyze it, because if you're gonna die one day, you have to live the moment that you have now to the fullest. So my mother, she knew she was gonna go. They gave her 6 months. She didn't do the chemo, and she lasted a year and a half. And you know why? It's because the mindset, her mindset was, I want to live. I'm gonna live. So whatever you're going through, change your mindset too. Your mindset can change so much. If you change your mindset toward everything, trust me. And you know, my mother, she didn't go to chemo. She took her supplement. She took care of herself, and she lasted a year and a half. I'm not telling anyone, if you are diagnosed with cancer, not to go to chemo. But what I'm saying is, sometimes it's not what the doctor says, what science says, that is the best decision. You know, I'm so glad I have no regret like her, and I'm sure all of us, we have no regret that she didn't go to chemo, because the suffering that she would have gone through would have still not make a difference. She was already stage 4. What was the point? And she realized it too, and she lasted more than they told her she was gonna last. You know, pain is unbearable, it's something we can stop, but suffering, we can't stop. So she decided, I'll go to the pain of the cancer, but I won't go to the suffering of the chemo. So guys, if today was your last day, what would you do? I'll leave you with this question. You'll answer it to yourself. And I wish you a wonderful day, guys. God bless you.